Hello, welcome. This is blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Pinky, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that the Bitcoin really needs now a new catalyst, because what we're doing right now, it's a kind of sideways movement, kind of weakness, but we are already in Q4. So around this time, Bitcoin should show something already. Then let's talk about that 95% of corporate ETH buys happened in Q3 basically, so recently. So institutions are focusing on not just on Bitcoin but other cryptocurrencies. Trump confirms US is in a trade war with China to bring some bearishness to the market. And also let's look at some pros and cons, why we can go up from here or actually dump further. So guys, all this in today's video, and don't forget, every single day I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on blockchainbloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and now let's do it. So when we're looking at the price, we can see that the Bitcoin is at 111,699 US dollar, which is almost a 1% decrease in the last 24 hours. Ethereum 2% down, 4,071 US dollar. So not too much happening on the market. DAX went up 7%, and that was pretty much in the top 100. Which one is losing? Aster 12% down. We have Lido DAO 11% down, Zcash 11% down. So rather we can see sideways, a bit downward movement. When we're looking at here the Bitcoin, look, this is the daily, and it clearly shows that since July we had the breakout and then came back and breakout and came back, another fake out with a new all-time high, but just slightly all-time high, and then we came further now again down. Today we were at level of 108,500. And now, of course, we're coming back here. But when you zoom out and you're looking at the weekly, we kind of here sideways. And Bitcoin really needs a momentum. And let's talk about that. So every single time when the market went up, there was a catalyst. Something happened. We could talk about the DeFi, we could talk about the NFT hype, we can talk about Bitcoin spot ETF approval, something which brings some hype to the market. And actually now Bitcoin needs a fresh catalyst to avoid deeper correction according to analysts. And Bitcoin will need something new and shiny to drive it to fresh highs, as some analysts warn that asset could face a volatile month ahead. What's going to happen with the October? So Bitcoin may struggle sustained upward trend unless something triggers more excitement among investors. And you should think about it that really recently now this market is moved by institutional investors, and this in Q4 we're looking forward to the altcoin season, because the year after the halving in Q4 it was usually bullish for Bitcoin and extremely bullish for alts. But yes, institutions, they buying Bitcoin, they're not just buying Bitcoin, buying other cryptocurrencies. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But actually, retail has been wrecked several times in the last couple of years. We can talk about it because, we had the Trump coin, which, wrecked the market. We had just recently, last Friday, this major liquidation, the biggest liquidation in crypto ever. In a couple of hours, 19.3 billion US dollar were liquidated on the crypto market, and lots of goes to the retail. So they losing power to join the game when there is a momentum and push the prices higher. And what we see now, it's we're missing something. We're missing something which can push the market higher, and nobody knows right now what could be that momentum. And in general, when we're talking about crypto's future, we can see that many experts saying that this is the way we are going. But in short term, we just don't know what now could happen. In long term, I do believe that the Bitcoin is getting higher. Also, altcoins will perform better. Altcoin ETFs are coming up. But look, here we have IMF's managing director, and listen to her.
But generally, you tell them to embrace it?
I'm telling countries, accept reality. Fiat money is moving digital. The developments in crypto, both unbacked and backed, they're happening with exponential speed. So, yeah.
So there's someone from the IMF telling this. So, this is just fact, simple as that. And when we're talking about, for example, we have here Ethereum, 95% of corporate ETH buys happened in Q3. So actually just now-ish, nearly all of the Ethereum accumulated by public companies to date occurred within the 3-month window between July and September. So this is really a fresh catch going towards heavier getting into altcoins, starting with Ethereum, but we have Solana and so many others. Look, here you can see these numbers. When you're looking at the strategic ETH reserve, of course, Bitmain with Tom Lee is leading it with now more than 3 million Ethereum. Their goal is basically hold 5% of the ETH circulating supply, and that's about 6 million. And they have accumulated this in 3 months' time, and they have the half of it already. So this is how they heavy getting into it. You can see here when you're looking at the strategic ETH reserve and ETH ETFs combined, we're talking about 10% of the circulating supply already. But of course, there are some negative news keep coming from politics. Trump is saying things. This time it's about the trade war. So again, Trump said something, he's quite good in this, saying good things and bad things, and the market just react on it, saying that he believes that we are in a trade war right now with China. It really doesn't really help the market. These things come and go. So it doesn't have an impact in long term. But when he says something, yes, it can, slow down things. And especially now where we going sideways, we needing momentum, and these things coming out, it doesn't really help for the market going up, and we really need something. Otherwise, we just suffering here. And finally, let's talk about pros and cons. Why the market could, the cycle is about to end, or why we can go further up. Let's talk about that. So first, look at history. And basically, when we're looking at the cycles, how many days they usually last, even after the halving or from low to high and so on and so forth, you can see that this one was the orange one is the 2015-2018, the purple one is the 2018-2022, and now we have here the 2022-25 one. And when you're looking at the previous ones, you can see that this was around the peak. So when we're looking at this, and we still believe, if we still believe that the 4-year cycle still exists, it could be a warning sign. On the other hand, we're just going to have another 2 rate cuts probably this year. Then we had just an announcement from Jerome Powell that the QT is about to end. These are both bullish for markets, liquid markets, more risky markets. Then we're going to have ETF approvals. Some experts saying in the next 6-12 months about 100 more crypto ETFs could be approved. So all these things predict that actually maybe now-ish we have something, they have to be settled. We can even go further down. But then again, and because of Trump and these actually pushing crypto and all these things, crypto getting hotter and hotter, and the whole world is catching up. Therefore, it can actually continue. I mean, even if we go down, we won't have necessarily like a long bear market or something, like maybe just a correction kind of thing. So, but nobody knows, and this is very important. What do I have here? Oh, another thing. This is just wanted to mention that you know, now lawyers trying to do something against Binance because of this flash crash, and it's suspicious. But actually, this wasn't the point I wanted to talk about. I just put it there. So bottom line is now, it's very important to prepare for both. Prepare if the market could further dump now, to put yourself in a position that you can get nice entries. Also, if the market continues, then you are kind of part of it. It's a very difficult situation, but this is how a trader's or an investor life looks like, and you have to come up with some decisions and make up your mind. Otherwise, you just late. So yeah, I think it's very important to have some dry power at the side to join the game if it's good. But with some part, you know, you in, then if things changing and the catalyst comes and we're going up, you participating in it. This is my opinion. It's not financial advice. These are just ideas. I'm just brainstorming, and you pick up whatever you would like to from these things. So guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and see you in the next one. Have a good one.